They'll tell you Harlem was jazz clubs and poetry, but Harlem was also firebrands with pens like knives. And one of the sharpest was a man who told the world that Black people were not minorities. We were a majority, silenced by empire. Meet Richard Moore. Born in 1893 in Barbados, Moore came to New York in 1909. This was the era of Garvey, of Harlem street orators, of debates that ran all night. And Moore, he thrived in it. He studied, he wrote. He built his reputation as one of Harlem's sharpest political thinkers. But he wasn't just talking local. This man had his eyes on the globe. He saw that the struggles of Harlem, the Caribbean, and Africa were all tied together by one thing: colonialism. Moore threw himself into the radical movements of the 1920s and 30s. He wasn't a card-carrying communist, but he moved shoulder to shoulder with them, speaking at rallies, organizing tenants, and editing radical newspapers. He was fearless in connecting Jim Crow in the South to colonial rule in Africa and the Caribbean. In 1945, he represented the West Indies at the 5th Pan-African Congress in Manchester, standing shoulder to shoulder with giants like W.E.B. Du Bois and George Padmore. His message was simple: colonialism is slavery by another name, and it has to end. Moore's writings were devastating. In the name of a Negro, he argued that the word itself was a tool of domination, stripping people of identity and dignity. He pushed for terms like African and Afro-American, insisting that language was a part of liberation. And he wasn't afraid to call out hypocrisy. While America bragged about democracy, Moore exposed how it propped up segregation at home and colonialism abroad. That voice made him a target of the FBI and McCarthyism. But he never backed down. Moore returned to Barbados in 1941, and he became one of the island's most important intellectuals. He opened Casablanca Bookstore in Bridgetown, mentored young radicals, and published works that fueled the nationalist imagination. He lived to see Barbados push towards independence, and is remembered as one of the fathers of Barbadian nationalism. But his reach was bigger than just one island. His life was a thread running through the global Black struggle of the 20th century. Richard B. Moore was proof that the fight was never just American, never just African, never just Caribbean. It was all one struggle against white supremacy, against the lies baked into the word democracy. They called him radical, they called him dangerous, but what he really was right. Say his name: Richard Moore.